Just gone by there, Brendan Fagan, number 4 from Dublin, Chevette. Number 8 just gone whizzing by, Davy Evans. Number 22, Pat Dunyan from Ballybuffet in his Talbot Sunbeam. And James Cullen going around that turn there in brilliant style from Letterkenny. He was driving a Ford Escort. Two just gone by there in close proximity, number 32, Ray Binskin, driving Ford Escort, and shortly behind him was Brian Nelson, and we've got another one coming. Number 41, and that was Aidan Mara, and he was driving a Talbot Sunbeam also. Number 23, Douglas Hoare, and he was driving Opel Ascona. Another one just coming on now. Number 34, which was Hugh Toomey from Mallow, with his Talbot Sunbeam and no rear window. Number 49 there, John Moynihan from Rathmore in a and number 33 there, just really zoomy it along, Barry Duggan from Mill Street in his Ford Escort. That was Damien Campbell, closely followed by Michael Grandin driving a Fiat Ritmo. Yet another one coming. Number 14, which was Den Daly from Belfast driving a Datsun. And just gone by Austin Mchale and his Opel Manta, really bomby it around the turn there. Number 28 there, Michael Tregunning from Petstow, really taking that turn in brilliant style. That being Eamon McAleenan from Castlewellan in a Ford Escort, and down the long stretch of road now, coming into this bend. Brilliant stuff there from James Nahin of Cork in Ford Escort, sliding all over the place almost in that bend. He was there. Just gone by Martin Daly from Ballincollig. See that? And just gone by there you had Frank Maher being closely followed by Joe Butler in an Opel Manta. Bruce Blake there in his Talbot Sunbeam from Navan, zooming around the bend. Number 37, Pat Kiley from Mallow. Just gone by, first lady of the competition gone by, I think, Jenny Burrell from Glasgow.
Number 23, North Cam.
Just go on.
You must have enjoyed many a good trip in the circuit and in the Cork 20 and Galway, Donegal,
For many years.
Ulster, and for many years. So it was a great time for you.
Great. I enjoyed it immensely. Yeah. Had a good time with the two cars.
Yeah. Right. Thanks very much out here.
Right.
Yeah. We're here now with Paddy Coleman, Billy's father. I'm sure you must be fairly delighted at the moment because he seems to have pulled out a bit more time on Austin this morning.
I don't know what's happening this morning. I didn't hear a thing yet.
Yeah. Well, to the best of my knowledge, he pulled out quite a substantial time again this morning, so it looks like he's on for his first win since the Cork 20 Winter International. Of course, Billy have won it 4 times already, and he's hoping to equal Gerald Buckley in this one.
I don't know all about that. It's not all over yet. There's a long ways to go.
Fine, yeah, it's a long way to go, but I think he said pretty happy unless mechanical failure. I think he should take it well.
Oh, well, hope for the best anyway. That's all.
Right. Thanks very much. Now we speak to Christy Fowle, navigating Austin Mchale for this one and many more. Christy, what is it to sit in with Austin when you're so long with John Kyan and previous drivers?
Well, it's to me it's just another driver. They both have. Austin has a different style of driving to Austin, but you know they both go very fast. So they're.
Yeah. How are you doing this morning? I understand you were 56 seconds behind last night.
Yeah, the gap between ourselves and Billy has been extended now. Billy is 1 minute and 24 seconds in front of us at the moment.
Can you catch him?
Being realistic, I'd say no, because it's very difficult. Because Billy, obviously, he's down around his home area. He knows the roads very well. And even with pace notes, it's very difficult. You know, we're going flat out, and I think Billy just has the edge over us. But
yeah, being pace note, it's a new thing for rallies down south. We've had them in Donegal a number of years ago, and also here in the Ulster. But I suppose it will come to pace notes for every international in Ireland from this on.
I think pace notes make even it out between ourselves. I have no doubt that if we were coming down here and tackling Billy, you know, without pace notes, there's no way we'd be able to even come remotely near his times. Pace notes make the thing fairer, so they do. But obviously, you know, if it's the same as if Billy was up around Dublin, we'd expect to be beating him.
Yeah. Thanks, Christy.
Okay.
Best of luck. Now I have Tom Welsh, general organizer, rally organizer for Billy with a number of years, and on many events he've done quite a few circuits with him. Tom, what is it like to be down south again with Billy back after a few years retirement?
It's very good to be back in Cork. I mean, it's a number of years now since we did the Cork 20 with Billy, and only the other night we realised it's 1976 since he won it last.
Yeah, well, of course, this would be Billy's first time winning it since the Winter International, even though he even won it 4 times previously. Obviously, he's trying to balance the books with Gerald Buckley, having it won 5 times.
Well, we'll have to come again next year, so at that rate.
Right then. During this event, have you had any problems or any organisational problems or servicing problems?
No major problems, except a continuing problem with brakes, which we really haven't got to the bottom of, but at the moment they're working well and we're leaving them alone.
Yeah, there seems to be a small problem with the Manta. The Ascona didn't have that problem. What seems to be, you know, is there any rectification for it?
At the moment it seems to be because they're going too quickly and the brakes are just getting too hot. The cars are going that much quicker, they're holding a higher pace for longer periods. And the brakes at the moment that are available don't seem to be able to take it.
Right, Tom, thanks very much, and the best of luck, and I hope you'll have no problems with your organising. Thanks, Tom.
I know.
You don't understand it? Right, now with me is Billy Coleman's navigator, Ronan Morgan. Ronan, you've been at this game now for approximately 10 years. How do you find it today compared with when you started?
It's certainly a huge difference, Paddy, as to when I started. It's obviously the sport has got tremendously quicker, and with the introduction of pace notes, it's even made it about 20% quicker again. It's certainly much more of a business now than a sport. When I started, it was you just went out for a bit of fun on maybe a Saturday night or a Sunday to do maybe a one-day event, and it was all for the crack, and maybe you'd have a few pints the night before. But now it's got so serious. It's a very highly professional game. The sport has certainly changed an awful lot in those years, but it's still very enjoyable. It's very exhilarating.
Ronan, you have navigated for Brendan Fagan, for Tony Pond, for Russell Brooks. How do you find setting in with Billy now?
Well, he'd be very comparable to some of the quickest drivers that I've been with. He's certainly a very canny kind of driver. He would be more switched on to circumstances on an event than any other person I've ever been with. There's no doubt about it. He's really a very professional attitude to the whole sport.
Right, at this point in time, I understand you've pulled out some further time this morning. Can you tell me now exactly your overall position?
This morning starting we were 56 seconds ahead of Austin, but we're now 1 minute and 24 seconds ahead after a further 3 stages.
So it looks like you're just pulling away from him nice and easy.
Yeah, but you never know, Paddy. A puncture could put us back to about 3 minutes behind, so you just have to keep the pressure on all the time, and we've got another 6 hard stages to do, so Austin's not going to slacken off either, so we'll have to keep the pressure up.
Yeah, it must be pretty horrifying to be sitting in there and calling notes and make sure that you call the right one rather than calling fast left when it's a 90 left or something like that. There's a fierce responsibility on the navigator on these pace note events.
Well, there is, Paddy, but that's what makes it all the more enjoyable. You really feel as if you've got a 50% input into how quick the car is going, and the driver's got the other 50%. So it really makes it a team effort, and that's what makes it so enjoyable.
The best of luck, Ronan, and I assume you'll be there at the finish.
Please God. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Hello more, Tom. Yeah, all good. Right, now I have with me here the leading driver at the moment, Billy Coleman, who needs no introduction, I'm sure, to all the local fans around here. Billy, how's it going this morning?
Oh, it's going fine, Paddy. We pulled out an extra half a minute, and we're down for about 60 miles to go now, so we should be okay.
Yeah. This would be your first win in the Cork 20 since the Winter International, and also your 5th win. So obviously you're trying to equal up to Gerald Buckley's record of 5 wins.
That won't be easy. Right, we'll be trying anyway.
Oh, well, I think at this stage now, when you pull out next up at a time, barring mechanical problems, I think you should have a nice win.
Well, it should, Paddy, bar a mistake, which is always, happens. But we should be okay, I think.
How do you find this Manta now?
Definitely, it's the best car I've had. For everywhere really. It's very stable car. Probably has enough power at the moment. It's a good driver's car. So I think it's probably the best I've had.
This would be your 5th Cork 20 win, so obviously you'll have to come back to try and beat the record.
Well, I hope it'll be the 5th anyway. There's 6 stages to go, but we'll see next year. We're still around.
Yeah. Well, Billy, I think you're almost due out, so you better hit away, and the best of luck, and Dan Joe will be here again later on, and you'll be able to give him the final result, which will be number 1, hopefully.
Hope we'll be here. Thanks, Billy.
Thanks, Billy.
Barry Duggan from Millstead, and I'm just going to first ask Barry, is he happy with his performance so far in this Cork 20 rally?
Very pleased with yesterday's performance, especially when it got wet. We pulled back quite a few places, suited the car because we haven't got the same kind of power as the bigger cars, But this morning when we were expected to improve, I'm afraid we have disimproved, if anything, because we've had we stretched the clutch cable there on the first stage, and we've had problems getting our gears over those 3 stages. We have it fixed now, and we're hoping things will improve.
So you reckon you might pick up some time again on the last, you have to go around the circuit twice again now today?
That's right, yes, yeah. Hopefully we'll improve between here and the finish, If we don't aim to improve, so we might as well go home.
Indeed. What did you think of this morning's course, as we'll say post yesterday, or any course you have done this year?
This morning's 3 stages are 3 very, very, very good stages. I would compare them with any stages I have driven in any rally, And yesterday's stage is also very good. Overall, I'd say the stages in the Cork 20 rally this year are the best stages that they have run in the Cork 20 with the past 3 or 4 or 5 years.
Very good. Apart from yourself, who do you think has the greatest chance of winning today now?
Well, I'll settle for Billy Coleman winning it, Billy will win it. I'll take any place that's left down the line after that.
You don't think there's any way Austin Mchale can pull back the minute and a half?
No, I don't, no. I think that's out of the question at this stage.
Indeed. All right. Thank you very much, Barry, and we wish you luck in the remaining period of today's race. And here beside me in the service centre here in Macroom is John Moynihan, local driver. John had a bit of bad luck yesterday, and I'm sure he'll explain to us exactly what went wrong himself.
Well, about 2 miles into the first stage, car just stopped, on the piston, so we had to retire.
And you had to pull out completely yesterday?
Yeah, we finished yesterday, that was the end of that. So we brought the car home yesterday evening and took the engine out, stripped it out, put an extra piston, new piston, and we're going to Sunday Run out today.
And what exactly does going the Sunday Run mean?
Well, it's a rally for all the drivers that crashed or that went out of trouble. They have to repair the cars again on Sunday, but they can drive in the rally.
And how did it go this morning then for you?
Oh, it's very fast this morning, crazy.
Yeah. Were you happy with your performance this morning?
Oh yeah, so far, very good. We're running way back in the field, but we don't mind.
Who are your main rivals in the Sunday Run?
Well, there's only 3 of us in the Sunday Run, but the 2 rows are passing us, so we don't worry.
Yeah.
If we finish it on, I'd be happy out.
What did you think of this morning's stage? I mean, I don't know whether you even got around yesterday's course to have a look at it, but I'm sure you travelled before the race. But how would today's course comparing with, let's say, yesterday's one up around Mchale?
It's possibly more tighter, and the last stage is very, very fast. Definitely tighter and more slippery than yesterday.
And from men from inside now, you should be a good judge of who you think is going to win today's Cork 20 International.
Well, I'd have to say Billy Coleman. If he stays going, he must win it.
You don't see any way that Austin Mchale can pull him back?
No way, not. No way in the world.
Of course, if he wins today, he also wins the Tarmac Championship outright.
That's right, yeah.
Indeed. All right. Thank you very much, John, for taking your time to speak to us, and we wish you luck in the rest of today. And here we are back on the road again, and we're on the second stage of the Cork 20 rally now, and we're here in Carriganima, and very shortly we will be seeing the cars zooming down that hill over there, down the road here to the village and off about past the church and out the hill over there, and we won't see much of them. They'll be probably going so fast, but we'll catch a glimpse of them anyway, and it shouldn't be very long now before they start coming again. Yes, here it comes. There goes number 2, Billy Coleman, absolutely bombing us. Superb. I'm just coming into view. Blue Manta, number 4, Brendan Fagan in his Vauxhall Chevette. There goes number 8. Number 8 is Davy Evans. He's really tearing up the hill. Another one coming into view now. That one is number 5, is James Doherty from Adair in another Vauxhall Chevette. Well, they're coming fast and furious now. They're really flying through Carriganima village. There goes Pat Dunyan. Number 19, James Cullen. Real swing at the church there, again up the hill flying. One really thundering into the village here now. And that's number 1, Austin Mchale. Wow, wasn't that some turning? My goodness, he's really bombing it. Hugh Toomey, I believe, going up the hill. Barry Duggan just going out the top of the hill now. There goes Austin Mchale trying to make up his last time on Billy Coleman in the last round of the Cork 20 rally, and this stage we're at Ballinaglee, and we'll be just awaiting the next driver now to come around the corner. Going around Pet Dunyan, really zooming it out. Number 19, James Cullen from Letterkenny in his Ford Escort, here in the final stage at Ballinaglee of the Cork 20 rally. Number 32, Ray Benskin from Ballycotton in his Ford Escort. Number 31, Brian Nelson, County Down. Fading out of your picture now. Another one coming around John McCarthy's Bend. 34, that's probably Hugh Toomey. It is from Mallow. It's Talbot on Beam. Dougie Hoare from Lisburn in the No Plus Kona. Really bombing it out now. Here goes Barry Duggan from Mill Street in his Ford Escort.